YouTube. This is Grifforniac here, coming to you live from my very first, and I mean very first ever Minecraft world. This is a special just for all my new YouTube fans. I can't tell you how incredibly excited I am to suddenly have YouTube subs. I went from 18 at the beginning of the week, and now as of the moment I'm recording, I have 677 in 1 week. You guys are amazing. I can't put it any other way. So as a special treat, I wanted to record something that we kind of got to talk. I'm gonna go ahead and start looking around a little bit. I wanted to do something special for you guys. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to do something special, but I didn't have anything planned because I really wasn't expecting that kind of response. So I thought what I'd do is share with you Grifforniac's very first world. I called it Learnin' Shire. I was feeling kind of nerdy, and yeah, anyways. That's my first trash can. Don't you love it? I haven't been in this world in ages. Oh yeah, those are my current coordinates so that I could remember where to come back to. That was when I just learned how to use coordinates. So I started with, this was roughly where I spawned, and I just kind of dug into the side of the mountain and figured I would expand from there. And boy did I ever expand. I'll show you a little bit. So I built a little place. This was going to be magnificent, but I got bored with it and ended up moving on. My first farm, this was on the glass, was to keep the chickens from suffocating. I had such trouble with those stupid cows. Now I'm down to one. Some mushrooms going on in here, and then I started caving, and I was so paranoid about monsters coming up from way down there. But I pretty much just dug around in the caves. I was gonna strip mine, but once I started, I found this cave, and so I kind of just built it up from there. Not gonna go down there because I haven't been down in ages and I might get lost. What I might do is take a little trip. See if this thing still works. Come on, buddy. Here we go. So, I started at the mountain, and then I kind of went outward, and I had this great idea. You might see it over there. For this glass castle. I wanted a glass castle in the sky with I can't think of the term for it, but basically towers of lava and water. And this was before I even knew you could sneak. I built all this without knowing that you could sneak to the side and place things. So I was actually kind of disappointed with this because it wasn't nearly as grand as I had hoped. Here's my very first redstone attempt. It's buggy as all get out. But I was paranoid about monsters coming to find me, so yeah. I was actually a little bit disappointed. I'm actually gonna go ahead and jump into creative so that we can take a better look at this. But I built everything in here legit survival. Every bit of this. So here's my castle. I was clearing out the bottom there so it looked like it's genuinely floating. My 3D pool, I built that before 1 block of water would suffice. And the lava was actually because I was getting really tired of getting lost, and I could see the lava from pretty far away. So there's the waterfall that I was working on terraforming. And this waterfall I got really mad at because the water was doing derpy things and wouldn't cooperate. But here's all that. My first water evader over there. One side goes up and one goes down. And the glass mansion. Tell you what, those pumpkins were a pain in the neck to place. I'm still pretty proud of this. This is really not bad for a first build. And my giant tree. the master bedroom. Still like that. And then I decided I needed to expand some more, so I took this little rail out to where I'd found my first village. And this village actually was what led me to Tango Tech's trading hall and my new addiction that is trading. But I learned everything that I know about villagers from this village that I'm going to show you. I do wish it would load faster. My little extra power when you're coming from that end. See, I had this derpy little infinite power setup, but it wasn't exactly infinite. And just this shy, because I had that on the other end too, just this shy, I had to add a little bit of extra power, and this was my answer. It would divert and then go over the top. And I tell you what, dropping off that powered rail was a little bit unnerving because there's no rails. So let's just head on out there. It's gonna take a minute, so if this feels like it's going too long, I may just cut there and I'll see you there. Just in case, I'll keep on chatting at you. I can't believe how long I stayed in this world, but months and months and months. And maybe if there's a high demand for it, I'll put it up as a download so you guys can take a look for yourself, all the things that I've done with it, because there's another little house exactly where I spawned, pretty close by to those first two builds. I built the house exactly where I spawned, just in case, God forbid, I died and my spawn had been broken for whatever reason. I wanted a little base with a little bit of everything available to me. And I'm actually pretty proud of that little house too, because it was my first build with brick and it looks pretty nice. Maybe I'll throw up a screenshot, that way we don't have to go there. So here's the other side where you had to do just a little bit more. All those creeper holes. Here's my first iron golem farm. And I liked it because I had a pack of dogs, and so it doubled as, you know, zombie grinder too. I'm sure you probably recognize the design by now. Now there's my little train station, and it goes farther out to a little base that I had built. Here's my village. I built up these walls. I was so paranoid. The water around the outside was for the Enderman. I don't know why, I just thought it would keep them from pestering me. It definitely did not work. The fire and the cactus was for the spiders, and these little waterfalls were just extra. So you take this little bridge, and this was a naturally spawned village, very large village, and I kind of added to it. Hi guys, you're still alive. How about that? This is my first attempt at a trading hall, and then I found out that the trades would stay the same, and it seemed kind of pointless. Some apartments that I built. All these golems. And then my place is back here behind the mega apartments, which the villagers never use. Apparently this is too far outside their defined village, but that was okay. I didn't want them pestering me and my stuff anyways. My tree and this was just from building the wall. My little ziggurat thing. Yeah. Good times. Oh, I'm having all kinds of flashbacks, all kinds of memories. So, oops. Oh, I don't have cheats on. Okay, whatever. Or maybe I could, you know, it's just me. I'll sleep. Forgive me being a derpy dork. I'll be right back. Alright then, we are back. And I'm gonna go show you where I last played. This was before one of the updates, I don't remember which, 1.4 maybe, 1.5, oh I can't remember, but I had come out here to the ocean and I wanted a little port from which to launch all of my explorations. I really like this place. A little bonfire here on the deck, and some crafting stuff, a little sleepage, and then this little dock here, which I hate because it looks cool and because the boats, you know, land like they're sitting on the dock, but you took damage every single time you dismounted from them. That was a little annoying. And then just kind of a overlook. And that went off that way so I could explore the land. And, oh yeah, my tower. Oh yeah, this thing. My little lighthouse. Completely filled with lava on the inside. I wish I hadn't slept now so I could show you this thing at night. And the little netherrack flame on top. See, kind of almost sort of looks like a flame. I'm not very good with that kind of stuff. But, yeah, this was a fun little world. Anyways, now you've seen it, and, man, yeah, I remember building that. I can't tell you how many times I died. 6, 7, 12. That was a lot. I had at least learned that I could sneak at that time. But, so that was what Graph did first. Now I'm gonna hop on over to my current single player LP and have a word with you about that because I've got an idea or two. But yeah, I will see you there. Alright, welcome to my new single player world, and as you may have seen in the first video that I did, that horrible first video that I just had to get out or else I wouldn't, I found a little village, and it is right there. Unfortunately, all of the villagers died by the time I hit stop recording to go save them. They were all dead, every one of them. So I'm kind of thinking I really need to build them a monument for being such a failure of a host. And I was also a little bit mad because this pyramid was just right here. Just right here. And I missed it. But I've come back and I've tried to record episode number 2 several times, and I'm frustrated with it. First of all, my daughter keeps getting on it and messing stuff up. So I'm having to undo all that. And second of all, 1.7's coming out. I don't know when, but it's coming out, and it's gonna mess up all the terrain generation. And I did have a peek around, but I'm not sure how it's gonna do with you know, chunk errors and stuff like that. I'm not sure if I want to really build here and expand if it's gonna have serious chunk errors, but it's kind of something that I want to talk to you about. Are you interested in seeing Graph single player here? I've explored a little bit. There are a couple villages, a couple pyramids, a couple spawners, fairly accessible. I just have to actually do something with them. Or should I just kind of do my server play and some redstone stuff, maybe some builds, some stuff like that, and save my single player for after 1.7. Now, here's the thing. Yeah, I feel so bad about these poor villagers. Here's the thing. I have this idea. I'm kind of thinking, I did not like my single player, partly because it is daunting. It's a lot of work, but also partly because I feel like I'm boring when I'm alone. But when I'm recording server and I get to play and talk with other people, you know, it's not boring. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy that a lot more. But it seems like I keep getting requests for single player LP. So I was wondering if this is probably just a crackpot idea, but I was wondering if maybe I offered this as a world download every time I did an episode, and I built something, and then I challenge you guys to build something else and submit, screenshots or videos of your own. And if I find one that I like, then either I build it on my server or on my map, or I throw this map onto a server and you come build it with me. And then, because what I was planning on doing eventually was rebuilding that glass castle just huge, like I was planning on doing the first time. And then having a little town with villagers and stuff. And I could have everybody help me design the buildings that go in that town. Is that crazy? I mean, am I? Yeah, and I know I'm crazy, but is that something that you guys might be interested in? Let me know in the comments. I'm going to eventually move out from here and go to the swamp where I'm going to build my giant glass castle, and I'll show you guys where, if I get a decent response out of this. But that's what I'm thinking about. I'm wondering if maybe I could do a community LP. That would be a first, right? I mean, relatively. I love seeing other people's builds, and I really, really enjoyed playing on Tango's map, so maybe other people might enjoy playing on mine. I don't know. Tell me what you think. So, to end this rambly little walk around, I just want to say, again, thank you for all the subs and encouragements and the comments. I spent this whole week just blushing and crying because you guys are just so amazing. I couldn't believe the response. It was just overwhelmingly positive. I hope I don't disappoint. I will definitely do my best to continue recording, and I'm looking forward to this. This is going to be fun. So let me know what you think, single player or single player community builds, and keep an eye out for a somewhat redstone tutorial that's also going to be community based. And I think that's going to do it for me today. So leave a comment, subscribe if you haven't already, support Girl Gamers, all that jazz. I'm out. Bye, guys.